Season 10 brought us a brand new weapon and some pretty big changes to the current weapons and some attachments. What's going on, everybody? This is your motivation guide, Keith Allen. I'm pumped up. We're going to be taking a look at the biggest weapon changes in Season 10. Starting off with the powerful new LMG. You guys ready for this? Let's get this going. So the Rampage LMG is the newest addition to the game, and man is it coming in packing a punch. With the Spitfire and Alternator finding themselves buffed and locked away in the care package, this new LMG finds its way into the ground loot along with the prowler. It has a pretty low fire rate, but does a ton of damage per bullet, and if you hit your shots, it can down enemies from crazy ranges really fast. So what's even better is this. This thing gives us great use for thermite grenades, allowing you to charge it up and greatly increase its fire rate for a hefty duration. You know, one of this weapon's only weaknesses, its low fire rate. Suddenly takes care of itself when you load it up with the thermite. Slap a 2x on this thing, man, and get a couple other attachments, and you have one of the most lethal weapons in the game this season. Alright, just keep in mind, when this thing isn't charged up, it can have an abnormally low fire rate. This can make it pretty hard to hit shots on a moving target, especially in closer range gunfight. Pairing this big guy with a sub or a shotty is definitely the preference, as it lets you swap to a lethal closer range weapon when enemies are close and lay down their artillery fire when fighting from range. While this weapon is a beast, its lower handling and slow fire rate really can put you in a bind in close range fights, and you may find yourself losing gunfights when octane up in your face with a Volt or an EVA 8. So it's pretty easy to make a Rampage miss up close if you're good at strafing, so understanding this and taking another weapon that covers this weakness will leave you in a great spot to dominate the game regardless of what it throws at you. The Rampage feels like a strong replacement for the Spitfire and really gives us another reason to pick up thermites, a sadly underused ordnance option. And in some cool interactions like Fuse carrying 2 thermites for this weapon and Rampart having extra ammo per clip, and this weapon feels like it fits really nicely into the meta. So while we will miss our beloved Spitfire, we can rest assured that we have a strong replacement. And hey, the Spitfire is actually just reverted to its more powerful form and locked away in the care package. So it's not so bad, right? Alright guys, so along with the Spitfire, the Alternator has also been buffed up and locked in the care package. So with the Spitfire power being reverted to its pre-nerf state from Season 8, with the faster fire rate and the Alternator gaining disruptor rounds again, these 2 automatic weapons are definitely going to be powerhouses if you are lucky enough to get your hands on one. The Spitfire feels insane, right? And the weapon allows you to choose your own sight, giving you a ton of flexibility. And so if you ever use the Spitfire back from Season 8 fully kitted, you know how powerful this gun is, man, and it's even better now. And don't sleep on the Alternator. Those disruptor rounds will melt shields, and it has some really smooth handling, making it really deadly in close range fights. Both of these weapons are stronger than they've ever been before, and if you've ever played them at their peaks, you just know how strong that is. If you see either of these weapons, it's always going to be worth slotting them into your loadout. And if you're having trouble picking up the new Rampage, or maybe you're not really confident about using the weapons after the changes we're about to discuss, head on over to ProGuides.com for the best coaching from some of the best players. Link is going to be in the description. So another weapon that received some big changes for Season 10 is the L-Star. Alright, so this once ugly duckling has a new look, allowing you to equip a barrel stabilizer and an energy mag. So these changes have this weapon in a much more powerful state, with the barrel attachment making it much more viable at long range, and the mag attachment letting you shoot this thing forever if you manage its overheating mechanic. The added attachment options just make this gun feel so much better to play, and it finally feels like a weapon worth keeping all game. So before, it felt like there was little to no power progression for the gun, but now with plenty of things that you can pick up, it feels great to keep in your loadout. So while the Volt and the Havoc are definitely strong, this gun has officially entered the ranks of viable energy weapons. It's nice that it doesn't require a turbocharger to be strong the way the Havoc or Devotion does, and it just feels great to have a solid energy weapon option alongside the Volt that doesn't rely on that rare hop-up. And a weapon many of us have tried before, the Prowler, has made its way back into the ground loot. Alright, so while you can't get the select fire hop-up anymore, and the 3-round burst fire rate was slightly decreased, it's nice to see this thing back. While it's not going to be taking over any lobbies, it's a nice submachine gun option for the heavy weapons, and it can act like a great gateway weapon into the new Rampage or a flatline. And hey, if you're a Prowler main from the old days, it makes a really nice secondary. And finally, we've had some big changes to stocks that have had players prioritizing the crap out of these things, alright? While it used to be one of the least desired attachments, they have taken the place of magazines in providing faster reloads. They also made the 30-30 repeater and the G7 Scout take sniper stocks now as marksman rifles. Now, if you want more bullets per clip and that faster reload, you're gonna need to find yourself a mag and a stock. And on top of this, they still offer the same increases to handling speed, making the stocks a top-tier attachments. You know, it used to be that, miniguns just needed a clip, and suddenly they were just incredibly strong. But now it just seems like you're gonna have to work a little bit harder to have that perfect setup on your weapons. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for the major weapon changes in Season 10. Let me ask you this, have you gotten a chance to try out the Rampage? Alright, well, how you liking it? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you haven't gotten a chance to shred an entire squad with a thermite-empowered LMG, let me ask you this, what are you waiting for? Hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, this is your motivation guy, Keith Allen. If you guys loved the video today, if you liked it, if it really spoke to you, if you learned something today, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also connect with me on my Instagram at your motivation guy. We believe in you, man. Keep going, never give up, never surrender. Keep going after your dreams. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.